good at sleeping. I'm hungry. Let's go get some food.
But it's like 5 a.m.
To Singapore.
That was easy.
Yeah. We had to walk 1 block maybe. I love Singapore. So after waking up at like midnight and then falling asleep for a couple more hours, getting back up at 5 a.m., we were back up into the world. We checked out of our last hotel, moved all the way across town to kind of close to Little India, checked in here, and here we are. We are early for our hotel, so we can't actually get into our room yet, which means we gotta wander around and find some food. So when in Little India, you should probably get some Indian food.
It's just so fun and lively and colorful here. I love it.
Oh my god, there's so much good food here. It smells so good. We're at sort of this hawker stall center in the middle of Little India. It is just overwhelming. There's just so many people, so much energy, so much life here. Ah, I love it here.
Oh, wow. Whoa.
Oh, that looks so good.
I know. All of this was $6 US. Spicy and curry flavor. That's good. It's very busy here. Seating is prime. Oh, that was really good. Time to walk it off.
Oh, how about I'm so full. I mean, that whole meal that we got there was only $7 US, and it was massive. It probably should have fed 4 people, but... So as we're walking around, you're gonna see us kind of dipping in and out of the various malls in the area, and that's because it's necessary. The humidity is like 450%, and the only real way to cool down is to go into one of the big air-conditioned malls.
Is it ready?
Please open the door and take your juice. That I can do.
How is it? This is amazing. Should we try it?
I mean, I don't...
I'm a little bit nervous. Salmon ATM.
Does that inspire confidence?
I don't know. It's so hot. How do they keep it fresh?
I did not ever think I would see this. Is it cold?
One for you. Soybean milk for you.
We're coming back for that salmon later, right?
I don't know, man. Oh, I hear it.
So after another night of trying to fight the jet lag, waking up in the middle of the night, going and getting food 3 in the morning, and then trying to sleep a little bit more, I think we're feeling better now. I think we're finally actually beating this jet lag a little bit.
out, and now we're going to Chinatown. Yeah. I know people talk about this all the time, but seeing it is truly something special. I love how Singapore just has all these crazy, wild skyscrapers and then just lush trees and greenery everywhere. It's a jungle, but a concrete jungle. One thing for sure is we will definitely hit up all the shopping malls in Singapore because AC.
And plus the malls are just incredible.
Luckily though, the malls here are super cool. I mean, we like going to malls in different countries anyway, but the malls here in Singapore are so cool. This one has a bike lane, a climbing gym, and just looks super futuristic. Recommended sugar cane drink.
Okay.
You want anything?
What'd you get?
I got sugar cane juice. It is definitely a drink. It's very common here in Singapore and it's hot, so I need some. And it's fresh made. That's good and very, very sweet.
That is one of the sweetest things I've ever drank. How many grams of sugar do you think are in this thing? What's your guess? Do you want to know? You don't want to know.
Don't do
Let's find
this.
out.
Don't do this.
Out of 100 grams of sugarcane juice, 73 of them are sugar.
The other thing that I really love about Singapore, amongst the food and the greenery and the buildings and the public transportation, is just how diverse it is. We were walking through Chinatown and we passed by a Protestant church, a Hindu temple, and a Buddhist temple. It was not what I was anticipating, honestly, but in a really cool way. And a lot of the architecture definitely have remnants of Chinatown and Chinese architecture and Chinese language, but then there's also Baroque style windows and architecture. I gotta say, I really like it. There's definitely a melding of cultures in Chinatown, and I can't wait to explore some more.
One of my favorite things about Singapore is just the pure availability of food almost anywhere you go. We're in the Maxwell, I want to say house, but I think that's more like the coffee brand. We're in the Maxwell Food Center, and this is just one of almost a countless amount of hawker centers all over not only Chinatown, but everywhere in Singapore. You can get stuff from a minimum of 10 different cultures. The prices are always really cheap. Now, Singapore is not exactly the cheapest, most budget-friendly place in the world. Food, cheap, delicious, and for me, the best part of coming to Singapore.
I'm just glad that we have a place to sit down and grab a nice sugary drink. There's no AC in here, but there are definitely fans and it's out of the sun, so I'm happy. And then we'll start our trek again and pass by all the jewelry shops that have really, really nice AC and go, and then keep walking.
I don't think he means this. Oh, he's still. So ever since the Camino de Santiago, I've been waiting for this moment right here when we get to Singapore, so that I can get what I think is the greatest foot massage on planet Earth, but also probably the most painful. This is a Chinese foot reflexology one. Good chance that I won't be able to walk after we're done with this, but a day or two after this, my feet are gonna feel brand new.
I won't do it. Too painful.
Everything hurts. Such a good way. Good job. So every single place on this whole floor is just foot reflexology foot massages. There's so many places. $15 for 30 minutes. It's a great deal. I can't walk anymore. Oh, look at my calves are just...
I just had a really good time sitting there next to you, watching you. A little bit in pain. Yeah, because if I talk to you more, it won't hurt as much.
That does help.
A little bit in pain. She had a good time, I had a good time. We laughed a lot, we laughed together. Are you okay?
Oh, great.
They're so cute. Coconut. Ooh, look at that.
Oh yeah, we are at Lau Pa Sat, and this place has really withstood the test of time. They built this small octagonal metal thing as a market back then, and it's just stuck around. And if you look around at all the buildings around it, all of them are massive 50-plus story buildings, and then like a safe, even like an oasis of food. Lau Pa Sat sits here right in the middle. We needed a coconut stop. It's super hot out there. Oh yeah. Okay, so right up here is my favorite place in all of Singapore. It's these little wooden chair things, the lounge style. And every single time I come to Singapore, you just sit down here right before it starts to get dark. Watch the lights come up as the sun goes down. Oh. It's perfect. So in a different world, at a different time, this place, you'd hang out here and then they'd have this light and water show that would happen just over there. And it would happen every single night. Beautiful. They play like this Bing Crosby song. What a wonderful world. It felt like every single day in Singapore was magical because of the way it ended. Because it ended with that light show that you could see from anywhere around here. Now we're almost to the Marina Bay Sands. That thing. The giant hotel with the 3 towers and the really big ship on top of it that goes across all of it. And this place is most frequently known for the insane pictures of the infinity pool that are up all the way up there. I think it's like 80 or 90 or 100 floors. You can get the view at the top by just going up and buying a drink at the bar. Now the bar at the top is very, of course, expensive, like $20 per drink, but the view's worth it.
Thank God, another mall, more AC. Places like this just amaze me. It's so beautiful and so grand, but such a different world. It's cool to walk through because there's AC and it's beautiful. Just such a different life.
before we got here, we were genuinely wondering, like, would it be worth it to come to Singapore right now? Just look at it.
I watched Crazy Rich Asians on the plane ride here, and I had seen it before, but I was really getting amped up to see Singapore. And one of the ways that I really get amped up for a trip is by watching movies that take place in that place. That's the hotel, and the place in that little boat, or not little, it's a big boat. That's the place where they had their engagement party. Honestly, I spent most of today complaining a lot. Complaining about the humidity, the heat, my clothes are drenched in sweat, and my mask is disintegrating. Kind of about an hour ago, I started to say, like, I'm ready to go home, I'm ready to be done. Josh said, no, let's just keep going. There's this really cool place I want to show you, and it was Marina Bay. Then we got here, and I cheered up, because this place is beautiful. I'm really glad we came. This was $4 US. Amazing! It's all smog. It's all humid. It's so humid that it just fogged right up. That is Southeast Asia. Yeah. Shoot.
Turns out the first ring light that we've ever used on this whole channel is actually in our bathroom here in Singapore. Wow. It's a really nice light. I'm gonna get out of the bathroom now.
Yeah, squat.
I'm trying to keep it together.
You guys say hi. Want a Lady and the Tramp this thing?
What?
I think we'd have to both go to the same straw.
No. We're so cute. Hi, kitty. What do you got to tell us? So many things to say.